Hello Immortal News family and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8.
Laleska Alexandre was a Brazilian fashion influencer, entrepreneur, and designer whose creativity and business acumen left a lasting mark on the fashion industry and social media landscape. Born in Brazil, she built a career that blended style, innovation, and digital storytelling, captivating thousands of followers with her passion for design and fashion. With a growing presence on social media, Alexandre cultivated an engaged audience of nearly 26,000 Instagram followers, sharing her love for fashion, lifestyle, and entrepreneurship. Her keen eye for aesthetics and ability to connect with people through her content made her a well-respected figure in the digital space. Beyond social media, she was a successful businesswoman, serving as the CEO of Agência Laleska Alexandre, a marketing agency that helped brands establish their identities and reach a wider audience. Her influence extended beyond marketing. She was also the founder of two fashion brands, Vestiaire and Brasil. These labels reflected her bold and modern approach to design, offering stylish and sophisticated pieces that resonated with fashion enthusiasts across Brazil. Through her work, Alexandre empowered others to embrace their individuality and express themselves through fashion. Despite her demanding career, she remained deeply connected to her family, friends, and community. She used her platform not just for business, but also to inspire and uplift others, showcasing the importance of hard work, creativity, and resilience in the ever-evolving fashion industry. Alexandre passed away at the age of 28 due to complications from an ovarian infection. After experiencing severe discomfort, she was admitted to the hospital, where doctors discovered an advanced infection. Despite undergoing emergency surgery, the condition led to septic shock. Her sudden passing left her loved ones, fans, and the fashion world in mourning. Tributes poured in from across social media, with many remembering her as a talented entrepreneur, a visionary designer, and a kind-hearted individual who touched lives through her creativity and generosity. Her legacy continues through the businesses she built, the trends she inspired, and the people she influenced. Laleska Alexandre's impact on fashion, digital marketing, and social media culture will not be forgotten. Her entrepreneurial spirit and dedication to her craft serve as an inspiration to aspiring designers and influencers everywhere. Tributes to Laleska Alexandre.
Number 7. Aga Khan IV was a religious leader, philanthropist, and businessman, serving as the 49th Imam of the Nizari Ismaili Muslims from 1957 until his passing in 2025. Born as Prince Karim Aga Khan on December 13, 1936, in Geneva, Switzerland, he dedicated his life to advancing the social, economic, and cultural well-being of communities around the world. His leadership transformed the Aga Khan Development Network, AKDN, into one of the largest private development organizations globally, impacting millions of lives through education, healthcare, and economic initiatives. At the age of 20, Aga Khan IV inherited the imamate, following the passing of his grandfather, Aga Khan III. His succession marked a shift in Ismaili leadership toward modernization, aligning with the rapid global changes of the mid-20th century. Under his guidance, the Ismaili community navigated significant geopolitical transformations, including the independence movements in Africa and the resettlement of Ismaili refugees following the expulsion of Asians from Uganda in 1972. His swift intervention helped thousands of displaced families rebuild their lives in Canada, Europe, and other parts of the world. One of his most enduring legacies is the Aga Khan Development Network, which he founded to support education, healthcare, architecture, and economic development in over 30 countries. The network's flagship institutions, including Aga Khan University, the University of Central Asia, and numerous schools and hospitals, have provided world-class education and medical care, especially in underserved regions. His commitment to cultural preservation led to the establishment of the Aga Khan Award for Architecture, recognizing excellence in Islamic and sustainable architecture. Beyond his philanthropic efforts, Aga Khan IV was a successful business magnate and racehorse breeder. His investments in media, hospitality, and thoroughbred racing helped fund many of his charitable initiatives. His horse breeding operations produced champions like Shergar and Zarkava, earning him international recognition in the racing world. His personal life was marked by a deep dedication to his faith and humanitarian work. He was a global figure, often engaging in diplomatic dialogues to promote pluralism, interfaith harmony, and global development. In 2014, he became the first faith leader to address the Canadian Parliament, highlighting his commitment to tolerance and cooperation. Aga Khan IV passed away at the age of 88 in Lisbon, Portugal. His successor, Prince Rahim Aga Khan, was named as the 50th Imam of the Nizari Ismailis. His lifelong commitment to service, knowledge, and human dignity continues to inspire communities worldwide. Tributes to Aga Khan IV.
Number 6. Dave Jerden was an American record producer, audio engineer, and mixer, best known for shaping the sound of alternative rock, punk, and heavy metal throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Born in 1949, he developed a reputation for his bold production techniques and meticulous engineering, leaving an enduring impact on modern rock music. His work with Jane's Addiction, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Social Distortion, and The Offspring helped define an era and influence countless artists. Jerden's journey began in the late 1970s at El Dorado Recording Studios in Hollywood, California, where he developed his skills as an engineer and mixer. He worked with Talking Heads, David Byrne, Frank Zappa, Mick Jagger, and the Rolling Stones, refining his approach to sound. Unlike many of his peers, he disliked the title of producer, preferring to call himself an engineer, emphasizing the technical mastery behind his work. His rise to prominence as a producer came in the late 1980s when he collaborated on genre-defining albums, starting with Jane's Addiction's debut and Alice in Chains' Facelift. These records stood out in an era dominated by glam metal, introducing a darker, heavier, and more raw sonic landscape that became the foundation of alternative and grunge music. Perry Farrell, lead singer of Jane's Addiction, recalled Jerden's influence, saying, "Dave was a great guy, but I wasn't always sure how he would receive my moves. I remember waiting for him to look the other way so I could push the sliders on the desk up higher." Throughout his career, Jerden collaborated with an array of artists, including Anthrax, Fishbone, Meat Puppets, Biohazard, Sacred Reich, and Spinal Tap, continually bringing out the best performances and most dynamic soundscapes from each project. His role in shaping The Offspring's Ixnay on the Ombre and Social Distortion's White Light, White Heat, White Trash further cemented his place as one of rock's most influential engineers. Despite his success by the mid-1990s, Jerden stepped away from the industry's fast-paced demands, choosing to focus on new recording technologies and analog-to-digital innovations. He later co-owned Transformer Studio in Burbank, California, continuing to contribute to the craft in a quieter yet impactful manner. Jerden passed away at the age of 75. His contributions to music remain timeless, as his influence can still be heard in the raw energy and authenticity of rock and alternative music today. Tributes to Dave Jerden. Number 5. Adan Manzano was a dedicated sports reporter and anchor whose passion for storytelling and commitment to his craft made him a rising star in sports journalism. Born in Mexico City, he built a career that combined his love for sports with his mission to bring the excitement of football to a Spanish-speaking audience. His work at Telemundo Kansas City and Tico Sports helped bridge cultural gaps, making American football more accessible to Hispanic and Latino fans. Manzano earned his degree from Kansas State University, where his dedication to broadcasting and sports reporting took shape. His talent and enthusiasm led him to a prominent role as a sideline reporter for the Kansas City Chiefs, covering one of the NFL's most successful teams. His ability to connect with audiences both on and off the field made him a beloved figure in the sports community. His work was especially meaningful to Spanish-speaking fans, as he took pride in expanding the Chiefs' presence in Mexico City and beyond. He saw his role as more than just reporting on games. He was helping to introduce American football to new audiences, creating a deeper appreciation for the sport among Hispanic and Latino communities. Manzano's career reached new heights as he covered the Super Bowl for 3 consecutive seasons, bringing his unique energy and insight to one of the biggest sporting events in the world. His enthusiasm, knowledge, and ability to tell compelling stories made him an integral part of the sports media landscape. Beyond his professional success, Manzano was devoted to his family. He and his wife, Ashley Leanne Boyd, shared a deep love for one another and for their young daughter, Eleanor. Tragically, Ashley passed away in April 2024 in a car accident, a loss that deeply impacted Manzano and his loved ones. Despite the immense personal hardship, he continued to pursue his passion for journalism, honoring the resilience and dedication that defined his character. While in New Orleans covering the Super Bowl, Manzano passed away under tragic circumstances at the age of 27. His colleagues, fans, and the sports community mourned his untimely loss, remembering him for his warmth, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to his craft. His impact on sports journalism, particularly in connecting Hispanic audiences with the NFL, will continue to resonate. His voice, energy, and passion will be dearly missed, but never forgotten. Tributes to Adan Manzano. Number 4. Naâman was a French reggae singer and musician, known for blending ska, blues, folk, hip-hop, and dancehall influences into his vibrant and uplifting sound. Born in Dieppe, Normandy, he rose to prominence with a fresh take on reggae, incorporating Jamaican and African rhythms with socially conscious lyrics that resonated with fans worldwide. From an early age, Naâman was drawn to music, performing with Les Yonka, a local group in his hometown. After earning a literary baccalaureate, he pursued communication and graphic arts studies in Caen before ultimately deciding to dedicate himself entirely to music in 2010. Inspired by the biblical figure Naâman, he chose his stage name and began developing a style deeply influenced by Jamaican reggae, Rasta culture, and the sounds of the Caribbean. His breakthrough came in 2012 when he released the independent mixtape Deep Rockers, which gained significant attention on social media and led to his participation in the Reggae Sun Ska Festival. Later that year, he traveled to Jamaica to immerse himself in reggae culture, refining his sound and deepening his understanding of the genre. His talent was widely recognized, earning him the title of Reggae Revelation of 2013 from multiple platforms, including Victoires du Reggae. Naâman's debut studio album Deep Rockers Backyard, recorded at the legendary Harry J Studio in Jamaica, was released on June 4, 2013. The album was met with critical acclaim, leading to an extensive French and international tour spanning the UK, Russia, and China. That same year he performed at the Garance Reggae Festival, opening for reggae legend John Holt.
His music carried a message of peace, resistance, and social awareness, earning him recognition as a leading voice in the French reggae movement. In 2015, he released his second album, Rays of Resistance, which further expanded his reach, taking him on a world tour that included performances in the Middle East, India, and Jamaica. Known for his humanitarian spirit, he organized a charity concert in Paris to support earthquake victims in Nepal shortly after performing there. He also worked with Caritas in Lebanon, advocating for migrant domestic workers. Naâman's passion for music and social justice left an indelible mark on the reggae world. His voice, filled with hope, love, and defiance, continues to inspire those who seek unity through music. Tributes to Naâman.
Number 3. Vital Farias was a Brazilian singer, songwriter, and composer, celebrated for his deep connection to the culture and musical traditions of northeastern Brazil. Born in Taperoá, Paraíba in 1943, he became one of the most influential artists of his generation, blending humor, poetry, and regional identity into his music. His work resonated deeply with fans across Brazil, earning him a lasting place in the country's musical history. In the 1970s, Farias moved to Rio de Janeiro, where he pursued a degree in music. His passion for composing and performing quickly gained recognition, and in 1978 he released his debut album, simply titled Vital Farias. One of his earliest compositions, E Mãe, was written in collaboration with Livardo Alves and recorded by Ari Toledo, marking the beginning of a prolific career. Throughout the years, Farias became known for his unique style, which blended traditional northeastern rhythms with folk and popular Brazilian music. His compositions often carried a strong social and cultural narrative, reflecting the realities and beauty of the Sertão, the semi-arid region of Brazil that shaped his artistic vision. His songs, filled with Nordestino humor and poetic storytelling, earned him national acclaim. His collaborations with some of Brazil's most respected musicians further solidified his legacy. He worked with Geraldo Azevedo, Jangai, and Elomar, creating timeless songs that continue to be cherished today. Among his most famous works is Ai Que Saudade Doce, which became a hit in the voice of fellow Paraíba native Elba Ramalho. Another widely recognized song, Veja, was beautifully interpreted by Geraldo Azevedo and remains a classic in Brazilian music. Farias faced health challenges in his later years. In 2021, he was hospitalized but made a full recovery. He passed away at the age of 82 due to complications from a heart attack. He had been admitted to Hospital Metropolitano Dom José Maria Pires in João Pessoa the previous day, where he underwent emergency medical procedures but, unfortunately, did not survive. Vital Farias's influence on Brazilian music is immeasurable. His work, deeply rooted in the traditions of the Northeast, continues to inspire new generations of artists and music lovers. His voice, lyrics, and melodies will forever be remembered as an essential part of Brazil's rich musical heritage. Tributes to Vital Farias. Number 2. Jack Penrod was an American businessman and hospitality pioneer, best known as the founder and owner of Nikki Beach Worldwide, a global luxury lifestyle brand that transformed beach club culture. Born on June 25, 1939 in Columbus, Ohio, Penrod built a career that spanned fast food, nightlife, and high-end hospitality, leaving a lasting imprint on each industry he touched. His journey began in 1969 at McDonald's, where he started as a line cook. Through hard work and a keen business sense, he became the largest McDonald's franchise owner in Florida, operating 16 locations by the 1980s. This success led him to found Woves International Inc., a fast food chain that operated for 6 years before closing. Despite this setback, Penrod's entrepreneurial spirit remained strong. Shifting his focus from fast food to entertainment and hospitality, he opened Penrod's Beach Club, with locations in Daytona Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. His Fort Lauderdale venue became a legendary spring break destination, drawing nearly 500,000 visitors each season. Recognizing the potential of Miami Beach as a premier destination, Penrod worked with city officials to open a $4 million entertainment complex at One Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. His greatest legacy came in 1997 when he founded Nikki Beach, a high-end beach club and restaurant concept named in memory of his daughter, Nicole Penrod, who tragically passed away in a car accident that year. What began as a simple garden cafe in South Beach soon evolved into a global luxury brand known for its French-style elegance, world-class hospitality, and beachside exclusivity. Under Penrod's leadership, Nikki Beach expanded into a worldwide phenomenon, with locations in Thailand, Bali, Barbados, St. Barth, Marbella, Cabo San Lucas, Marrakesh, and beyond. His vision blended music, dining, fashion, film, and art, redefining the beach club experience and setting a new standard for luxury hospitality. On April 17, 2012, Miami-Dade County and the city of Miami Beach honored his contributions by declaring it Jack Penrod Day, recognizing his impact on the local tourism and business landscape. Jack Penrod passed away at the age of 85 after a battle with cancer. His influence on the hospitality industry and luxury beach culture remains undeniable, as Nikki Beach continues to thrive as a testament to his innovation, passion, and dedication. Tributes to Jack Penrod. What's trending on the internet? News. 1. At 91 years old, Hubie Brown is preparing to call his final NBA game, closing a remarkable career as both a coach and broadcaster. Brown, who has spent over 5 decades teaching basketball to players, coaches, and fans, will join Mike Breen on ABC's broadcast of Sunday's game between Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Breen, his longtime broadcasting partner, praised Brown's impact on the game. "He has probably taught more people about basketball than anyone who's ever lived," he said. Brown's career began in coaching before transitioning to broadcasting in 1981. He later returned to coaching twice, earning NBA Coach of the Year honors in 1978 and 2004. His expertise and passion for the game earned him a spot in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2005. Despite calling 18 NBA Finals over 35 years, Brown admits he still gets nervous before every game. "You want to paint the picture, educate the fans, and do it as a team," he said. After a challenging year following the loss of his wife and son, Sunday's game will be a fitting tribute to a man who has dedicated his life to basketball. Brown's legacy as a teacher and storyteller will continue to inspire generations of fans. News 2. Laverne Cox is using her platform to advocate for trans visibility, highlighting the challenges facing the trans community while promoting her new series, Clean Slate. The acclaimed actress, best known for Orange is the New Black, stars alongside George Wallace in the series, where she plays a trans woman returning home to her estranged father for the first time. Discussing the current political climate, Cox noted the backlash against trans rights, citing legislation restricting gender-affirming care, military service, and bathroom access.
"We're less than 1% of the population," she said, adding, "Someone in my comments said, they're worried about the wrong 1%. Cox contrasted this focus on trans issues with the wealthiest 1%, often referenced in economic discussions. She pointed out that $215 million was spent on anti-trans ads in the last election, making it seem as though trans people and immigrants were the main focus of political campaigns. Despite these challenges, Cox remains hopeful, saying, "Artists can be arbiters of empathy." She believes her show can help rebuild understanding, emphasizing that laughter and storytelling can foster love, connection, and humanity. News 3. Randy Moss made his first major public appearance since revealing his cancer diagnosis, reassuring fans that he is on the mend. The Pro Football Hall of Famer and longtime ESPN analyst appeared via live stream at the NFL Honors on Thursday, presenting the Comeback Player of the Year award. "Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? It is great to talk to you tonight," Moss said, acknowledging his ongoing battle with cancer. "I'm sorry I could not be there in person, but I want to send a special thank you to my doctors, my beautiful wife, my children, my family, my teammates, and all the prayer warriors out there. We are mossing cancer, and I cannot wait to get back on television with all my guys." Moss presented the award to Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, calling it an honor after winning it himself in 2007 with the New England Patriots. Moss first shared his diagnosis in December 2024, revealing he had undergone a 6-hour surgery to remove cancer found in his bile duct between his pancreas and liver. Despite stepping away from ESPN's Sunday NFL Countdown, Moss remains in good spirits and is focused on his recovery, determined to return stronger than ever. News 4. Ozzy Osbourne is opening up about his ongoing battle with Parkinson's disease as he prepares to take the stage one last time with Black Sabbath in July 2025. In a recent interview, Sharon Osbourne provided an update on her husband's health, explaining that Parkinson's is a progressive disease that has significantly impacted his mobility. "It's affected his legs, but his voice is as good as it's ever been," she told The Sun. Ozzy, 75, has faced multiple health struggles in recent years, including a series of spinal surgeries following a serious fall in 2019 that worsened pre-existing injuries from a 2003 accident. Speaking to Rolling Stone UK, he revealed, "The second surgery went drastically wrong and virtually left me crippled." Despite these challenges, Ozzy remains determined to say a proper farewell to his fans. His final performance will take place at Villa Park in Birmingham on July 5, 2025, alongside Metallica, Pantera, and Slayer. Reflecting on his journey, Ozzy said, "I may be moaning that I can't walk, but I'm still alive. I look down the road and see people who didn't make it." This historic final show will mark the end of an era for the Prince of Darkness, celebrating his legendary career and connection with fans. Number 1. Gene Barge was an American saxophonist, composer, and producer whose contributions to music spanned decades and genres, leaving an indelible mark on R&B, rock and roll, and soul. Born on August 9, 1926, in Norfolk, Virginia, he became one of the most influential session musicians and producers of his time, working with legends across multiple generations. Barge's career took off in the early 1960s as a founding member of the Church Street Five, a band known for its work with Legrand Records. His saxophone playing was instrumental in defining the band's raw, energetic sound, and his contributions to tracks like A Night with Daddy G helped establish his nickname, Daddy G. This moniker was later immortalized in Gary U.S. Bond's hit song Quarter to Three, which features the famous line, "With the help last night of Daddy G." As his reputation grew, Barge moved to Chicago in the early 1960s, where he expanded his career as a session musician, arranger, and producer at Chess Records. His work with Bo Diddley, Chuck Willis, and Laverne Baker helped define the Chicago blues and R&B sound, and his collaborations with Natalie Cole in the 1970s brought fresh energy to soul and jazz. His influence extended to Fats Domino, Ray Charles, Big Joe Turner, and even the Rolling Stones, demonstrating his versatility and ability to adapt to different musical styles. Beyond music, Barge also found success in film, appearing in Hollywood productions alongside major stars. His acting credits include roles in Under Siege, 1992, The Fugitive, 1993, and Chain Reaction 1996, showcasing his talent beyond the stage and studio. Even in his later years, Barge remained active in music, performing live under the name Daddy G and inspiring younger generations of musicians. His contributions to rock and roll, R&B, and soul remain timeless, as his signature saxophone playing and production work continue to influence artists today. Gene Barge passed away at the age of 98 at his home in the Bronzeville neighborhood of Chicago. His passing marks the end of an era, but his music and impact will live on for generations to come. Tributes to Gene Barge. Virginia Hollis McCaskey, the trailblazing owner of the Chicago Bears and one of the most influential figures in the history of the National Football League, NFL,